There is a crisis of command.
Listen, I've already set up this fucking armory for you. Once we get college students, we should be able to take care of this shit. Speaking of which, I need to hire professors. Get in here. I'm not going to increase exports to the U.S. because I honestly don't know what the U.S. wants. What do they want from us? Is there a way to actually look for this? No? Well, isn't that fan-fucking-tastic? There's no way to tell what the U.S. accepts in trade. Nope, I don't actually think there is. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Trade part. That's my favorite trade partner, the USSR. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We're making rum, and the USSR is big on its alcohol for whatever fucking reason. So what does the U.S. want? They want canned coffee. So I was actually right about that in my assumption that the U.S. was the one accepting coffee. I was actually completely right, and honestly, I'm not very surprised. Alright, well, do we have any coffee on the island? I don't think we do. Nope, it doesn't seem like we do. We have some minor coffee, potentially coffee areas over here, which I guess I can set up just to increase the exports to the U.S. and to just make some more money, to be honest with you, because God knows we need that right now. Like, we need it bad. We've only got like 21,000. Last mission we had like what, 140,000? Alright, I'm going to bring my road just in the rough general vicinity of that area. And then they can, like, you know, they can just drive down the road and hop off their cars and walk the rest of the way. It's not that far. Plus, these bastards could use the exercise. God knows they're not getting enough tilling the fields every day. We're so close to producing the amount of power we need. So fucking close, yet so far. I guess all we can do is really wait for the college to train up its... What the fuck? My college professor quit his job. What a fucking asshole. You don't just quit your job here on Tropico. That's not how this works. We've decided, unlike the US, to fix that problem. Instead of having people be able to leave their jobs and be unemployed, we decided to say, fuck that. You're not allowed to leave your jobs. We give you your job, you go there, you stay there. And your job's consistent, so you don't have to worry about unemployment. See, it's a perfect system. It fixes all of the problems. You know, absolute total control is clearly the solution that we need.
Great concern has seized me as I watch how the rest of Tropico more urgently demands it.
Listen, we're going to have elections. I don't really care what you loyalists have to say. You should be loyal regardless to my choice. In fact, you should be supporting my choice, if I'm honest with you. You're a loyalist. You're not supposed to question me or my authority. So do what you're told. Fucking vote for me in the election. And stop trying to tell me what to do, fucking assholes. Why do I get the feeling these loyalists are actually just fucking political parties themselves in disguise, trying to facilitate their own system of power, trying to get me overthrown, because that's exactly what stopping elections would do, is get me overthrown. Why do I get the feeling that's what they're trying to do, and I'm making the right choice by stopping them? Holy shit, Penintimo's actually trying to overthrow me. He's acting like this cool advisor, but secretly he's trying to consolidate power, to remove Machoman from the government. That would explain a lot. It would explain why he's such a kiss-up, to be fair. Because I've met a lot of people, and I've never seen anyone like Penintimo. He is the biggest bootlicker. We are so close to resolving the power situation. Come on! We just need 2 more watts. Can't be that hard.
It's a good thing to host the Olympics.
We have to build hotels? Well, shit. That's, it's not good. It's really not good. Well, I guess we could focus it on this area because we have nothing better to do. We'll focus our tourism on this little subsection, this little isolated beach. And we'll focus our industry on this other isolated beach here. Because, let's be honest, I don't think the tourists would be very impressed if they docked at this harbor and just came in through here. The first thing they'd see is a bunch of factories and rum distilleries. Then they get to take the luxurious drive up our street, past the, ran down tenement slum area. And then all the way over here, past the military base and the farms, up the road past the other slave farms until they reach their hotels. It's like the opposite of the real-life Caribbean. I mean, like, the real-life Caribbean, usually they keep the slave farms isolated from everyone else so you don't see them. What we'd be doing here is the opposite of that. We'd be sending our fucking people right through it all, saying, you know what, fuck it, we're not going to lie to your face. We're going to be perfectly honest with you. Your luxury is built off the back of slave and child labor. Here it is. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Bask in it, you bastards. I don't think I need a speech.
They wish to show their everlasting...
You know, to be fair, that might actually be a good idea. That does sound like something Macho would do. But since we're hosting the Olympics here, and we're not just trying to, intimidate our tourists, since we're actually trying to leave a good impression with them this time, we gotta build it separated. It's unfortunate, but it's what we have to do. We can't go with our usual strategy of, just trolling the tourists, showing them how it really is, showing them where they belong. We can't do that this time. We got the fucking Olympics to host. We gotta actually take care. Because God knows if we fail these Olympics, the U.S. is probably going to come in with, like, fucking SEAL Team 6. Have we actually resolved that situation yet? Have we actually proven our innocence? Is SEAL Team 6 still coming for us? Because I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure that's not over yet. The fact that they haven't found us, the U.S. has not found Machoman, when we've been on 2 clone islands, when we've actually made our presence completely and outright known to the world, by literally becoming the governor of a European colony. I'm surprised they haven't found us yet, I'm honest to God, really surprised. Oh yes, we need to get not rum distilleries, we need to get a cannery, because the cannery right here is going to start canning some coffee for us, and we can make the big bucks off the coffee trade. Oh, shit. Is there a way to close this place down? So that we don't bring anyone in? Nope, there isn't. Okay, so we have to build some hotels. I don't know where I'm going to build these hotels. This is the best real estate up here for hotels. So, really, we have farms up here too, which is not necessarily the best. Really, we're going to want to keep our hotels up there if we want. If we really want our tourism rating to be stellarly high. Alternatively, we could build them down here. And you know what? Fuck it. This area is being used for farming. I don't care what the tourists think, necessarily. Well, I guess I have to because, with Olympic Games and all. But I'm going to save that area up there for the bigger buildings. For, like, the skyscraper motels and stuff. Yeah, the Skyscraper Motel, not to be mistaken for the Skyscraper Hotel. The Skyscraper Motel is just, yeah, I don't even know. Is it even possible to have a Skyscraper Hotel? Not hotel, motel. I'm pretty sure by definition of the word motel, that should be impossible. But I'm sure Machoman will find a way. These streets are literally the most curviest in... Oh, God. That's gonna bother me for the rest of the series. That's gonna fucking bother me for the rest of the mission. So we need to get hotels. I'm assuming the motel counts as a hotel. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? Come on, let me build attractions before the tourists arrive, please. Is it not really that much to ask? It's not really that much to ask. Come on. Just let me fucking do this. So if I'm going to be bringing tourists in here, I really want to have, like, something waiting for them. A cocktail bar at the very least, so that we can get them drunk, and hopefully make them forget how terrible the island is.
My dear Presidente, the election day...
There should be no need for fraud. I think we're doing fine. What is our status with the factions? Who's pissed off? The communists are. And I think, as usual, the communists are like either the largest or second largest faction on the entire island, behind the religious people. So our oh my god. Oh god. My three largest factions are communists, religious people, and militarists. That is literally the triple entente of you're fucked. Those are the three parties of you're fucked. Well, great. I mean, do we already have a church? We already have a church, so we should be satisfying the religious people at least. The communists, on the other hand, they're righteous bastards. They're very hard to appease. Our healthcare is bad. Our fucking housing situation's bad. Everything's bad, according to the communists. Essentially, this is like hell on earth, according to them. And they're not wrong. I mean, let's be honest, they really aren't wrong. This is, in many ways, a veritable hell.